For our Thursday afternoon matchup, we've got the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Milwaukee Brewers at Miller Park. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
We are live in Milwaukee, and the fan favorite of the Brewers making the rounds as usual. Sean Markham has become one of the game's go-to pitchers. They're going to get a chance to look at what Charlie Manuel's thinking like. And Victorino's batting. To get this game started, ball. And Markham outside the zone for a ball. Well, the Phillies with a loss last night, and that ended a bitter series, getting swept 0-3 against the Braves. And Victorino swinging a miss on that, count even. How about that? No hit in that ball game.
Well, no hits, no runs, and you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher and hope that the next day the pitcher don't have the same stuff.
Got a chance to check out the Brewers. Let's look at their defense. John, thoughts on the fielders here?
Well, Nyjer Morgan's a highlight film in the good and the bad. He can make an outstanding play, and then he can boot the routine play. He's a guy that hasn't shown much consistency defensively, but once he figures it out and slows the game down.
Victorino's trying for the stolen base. And he is safe, just beating that throw. Oh, and one offering from Markham. Well, maybe he needs a little vision clarity here. That one he went after, and it was clearly in the dirt. Ball. That one's low, and Polanco does not go after it. Markham with the delivery. Strike three. Placido Polanco swinging and missing. He's out of there.
They had a swing at it. 2 strikes, ball up and away. A good pitch to at least put in play or foul off, but couldn't quite catch up to it.
Out to the plate. Here's Chase Hunt. Victorino's off. And it's not in time, and he beats the throw. Now the 1-0 for Markham. Pops him up and way up there. And McGehee. 2 down. Summer wrapping up. Let's look at the Brewers' schedule. This series with Philadelphia concludes on Sunday. We'll stay right there for the next set of games. The Colorado Rockies. That'll kick off Tuesday evening. After that, they meet up with Joey Votto. That'll be a road series taking on the Reds. That series bound to be competitive. And a swing and a miss by Howard. That count now is even.
Well, just because he's a fastball hitter doesn't mean you can't throw him a fastball. Strength on strength right there, and the pitcher came out ahead.
Had a look at that one, but can't come up with it. And that one swung on and missed by Ryan Howard. Real strong inning for Martin. The handiwork already on display. Strikes out 2 to start this ball game. So our starting pitcher for Philadelphia. Steve, as he gets going against Milwaukee, what do you think his focus is?
Cliff Lee never throws the same pitch twice.
That one swung on, hit in the air to deep right center field. Off the wall on a hop. Hart on his way to third.
You can't ask for a better way to start the inning. A leadoff double. Now big things can happen.
Here's a chance to show you that lineup for the Brewers. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, tall players seem to take longer to progress as far as a major league hitter goes, and Corey Hart is one of those guys. Looks like, though, he's starting to figure out a way to put it all together and use that big frame and hit for a lot of power.
0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Ball. Low pitch from Lee. That'll be a ball. It was a win last time out for the Brewers, and that 3-game set they were constantly having to go uphill. 0-3 they ended up against the Cardinals in St. Louis. Morgan hits the ground ball. 1 away. Now we'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up on the diamond defensively. So, John, any individual standout?
Well, you're watching a game, you watch an outfielder and his first step, and Shane Victorino has one of the best first steps in baseball. Gets great jumps on the ball, and that's why he can track a lot of balls down in the gap and keep hitters off base and help his pitching staff.
1-0 count. He took that last one, and it was out of the zone.
Well, that right there is a really good pitch, just missing the outside corner. Give the batter a lot of credit, though. That is one of the toughest pitches to lay off of, that hard fastball away.
Base hit, maybe a couple. Hart will try and score. And Hart comes home. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at-bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball, to be able to pick up the hit.
So with the runner in scoring position to the plate, Prince Fielder. Some production being seen in this game early. They've got a chance now to extend the lead.
Well, that's a good piece of hitting right there to take an early lead in this game.
And this at-bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. It's very early, so it may not stand up, but far better to be playing with the edge.
Well, that's right, Gary. I mean, they're going to try to use that edge to add some padding to this lead.
And Braun scores.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it. Lee with the windup. This ball is hammered deep right. That's the second out of the inning. And that'll hold the runner at first. And be sure to tune in next Sunday. We'll be at Busch Stadium, the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. We'll be playing host to the visiting Atlanta Braves. The action gets going at 2 o'clock Eastern. And a ground ball, Howard. And he will take it himself for the out. What an individual effort. Early scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Brewers lead.